Dearest initiates, Chilas, it is my pleasure to be here this evening on the pre-celebratory energies that are going to ensue for the Wesak. Many frequencies of light are occurring within the planet, and each of you are a part of those frequencies. It warms my heart to see each of you accept your own totality of spiritual essence combined with the physical creation that you are. I want you to understand that you are a minority, that there are many that have awakened, but there are so many that need to step within this pathway. And it is with my greatest pleasure to extend to you this evening my essence of blessing. I wanted to come forward at this time, as I shared with Malarese, that it was important for my words to be spoken to each of you that will not be participating physically. I do hope that you decide to listen to the recording and have it in your possession, because it is going to be so very powerful this year. The Malarese has not even started to prepare for the meditation, but not only that, a full day of exchange of energies. And each of you are a part of those energies because of the group consciousness that will come forward in these frequencies. Every year we go through this process of dying and being reborn. And what does that truly mean? Well, it truly means that the particles of light that you incorporate from the previous Wesak festival, ceremony, however you want to put it, that I bring forth, I also purge. I purge what I do not need. And do you know what that means? I purge the elements of healing that I send to the planet through the elementals and through the humans to awaken. My deepest work goes to the religious structures to try and transform those energies as much as possible. But my main goal is to assist each of you, the Chilas, the initiates of this pathway, to awaken more into yourself. It is a large job, so to speak. And there is a larger task at hand for each of you. To learn more that your higher self and I am presence already knows. As you allow the integration to occur within your being, you start to acknowledge new parts of yourself. And it will flow. It will flow in the divinity of your light, which is incorporating into your physical structure. The most difficult task is to take the old self, the physical self that you're used to, of the third dimensional reality, and allow it to break apart in order for the new essence that is unfolding within you to accept more challenges of a spiritually based phenomenon. it is important to realize that this is an ongoing process, and that what Wesak means to each of us in the spiritual hierarchy and upon the pathway is that this energy helps us. So the parts of yourself that have been struggling with different ways to create things, if you allow yourself to surrender in these moments of these elements of this moon, you will flow into it. It's when you try to have the control that it does not allow you to move, because you're still moving from your old self. And this is why there is the Festival of the Christ, to help you purge. This year has been astrologically wonderful to assist in this process, because that is why we call it the year of synchronization, because the planetary functions are coming into alignment to assist each individual upon the mastery pathway to get deeper into that structure. The structure that they have wanted to do, but they see the blockages in front of them that are stopping them from having that full creation that they know that they can have. So all the old elements are dissipating. It's almost like your graphics of the computer. When you look at a picture and you take those particles of that picture, all you see are little dots and molecules. This is what's occurring for you. Those parts of yourself that you no longer need are dissipating into the frequency of your light, because you have an ability that when you bring forth the new essence of your divine self, the old self will not formulate within there. It is when you fight it that it becomes a control issue within yourself. So you must surrender. And sometimes your spiritual essence takes over to assist you. You may have physical problems. You may be emotional. You may be feeling pressure in certain ways. So it's important to take these moments and to fully center yourself with the aspects of the moon structure, the universe, the planetary essences, your astrological functions, but not to hold them as, oh, this is what it's all about. Allow your own essence to come into you and flow with that. That information is given to assist, not to create other passageways. It's a flowing that occurs. So if you look at what is occurring presently with this moon, it's going to be an astronomical, powerful time when you will allow the light to shine within you and say, oh, now I understand. Many will awaken on this full moon. And that is why we need each of you already within this pathway to go deeper. Because the deeper that you go, the more assistance you can be. It is when you do not and you allow that lower ego to take over, to say, oh, I have all the answers, I'm being a fifth dimensional being, without really taking that energy and internalizing it within the soul's level of memories, that it becomes a problem in the pathway. This is when you will fall. So this energy presently is going to assist you to be more, to go into the higher dimensional structures. But you must understand that you must take this as a responsibility and not as a gift, without showing your strength, without showing what you have achieved. And I know each of you have these achievements. sense. But there are some that may think they've done more, but yet they have not. And this is when their fall will be much deeper and longer. So I ask each of you during this time for the pre-Wesak energies to take another self-inventory. Where are you in your accessibility? Where are you in the power of your light? Where have you acknowledged yourself deeper and seen the fruits of your labors being blessed as you go into the depth of accessibility? We all know you cannot do it from your physical self. It must be from the spiritual self. But that must be integrated. Your physical self is not losing anything, but gaining the knowledge of your higher self. And what a gift that is into itself right there, without anything else occurring. But there is so much more, because then the pathway widens around your auric field. It just circles around you with many colors. Then that is when you fully attract and manifest your desires to come back into you. Do not let your mind stop you. Flow with it. And every time you feel that blockage, move into the higher essence of your knowledge is coming into you. This is what this Wesak is going to do for every individual. And I say every individual because every person on the planet will feel something. But the ones that are really tuning into it consciously and understanding where they have been previously, what they have acquired, the challenges that they have faced and surmounted, and felt the blissfulness of being on the top of the mountain, that is when you will be taken to a new level. But please know that each new level means more challenges, more responsibility, because the higher you get in your initiation process, that responsibility is very strong. But the more that you access the higher frequency of light, more beings will be available to you in the totality of wholeness, not in separativeness, as can be on lower levels. So the light of the rainbow is open to you with many different colors through the accessibility of these energies. So remember, when you feel the essences of the Wesak ceremony, when you come to Shambhala and you work with each of us, and we're all stand together as one unit of light, each of us is being challenged. Each of us is releasing those old aspects, those particles that we no longer need. We needed them previously, but now we're going to a new level where that is no longer needed. Whatever the aspects are, you may know what they are or what they were. Flow with the energy, even with the emotions. Because as you move into that higher process, your feminine and your masculine divine are coming together in union. And there is a grieving process with that. Of course there is. Because you have strived to be a diligent student. And you thought you needed to do it in a different way. And at that time you did. But you no longer do. And this is the beauty of us coming together. I am deeply honored that each of you come into union at this time. Come into my heart's desire, the spiritual hierarchy, the God force, because you are that spiritual hierarchy. You are that God force manifested within the physical. So it is a time for you to fully acknowledge those aspects that are coming within your world. It is my heart that shines through each of your hearts. And the more that I see each of you are striving into those higher aspects, the more that I do. Because how can I not do so? And that is the beauty of our mirror images unto each other. So let us be a mirror image for the rest of the inhabitants upon this planet, without words, without thought, just pure light, just pure love, pure essence. Remember, Gaia is receiving this flame of her will, our love, and our power all together. And this is the same for each of you. Don't allow them to be separate, because there's so much more to experience in the interconnection of these energies together. So let us now bring forth the beauty to accept those mirror images within the body, even if they're parts of yourself that may not be fully accepting it. This frequency of light is going to help those aspects. It's going to help you remove. It's going to help you to accept. It's going to take you into higher heights than you ever thought possible. Then we shall send it to the earth. But right now, just visualize the temple sparkling with golden lights of the divine essence. And this is your I am. This is our I am together. It is the Christ consciousness. It is what Jesus shared. It is what all the great leaders, including myself. But remember, sometimes you have to be within that silence to receive more that you are looking for. Do not look for it through your mind. Do not search deeply in your emotions, because that will only deter you from the course of light that you are. Now let us reflect this energy upon the earth, upon Gaia, for her to receive, for all her inhabitants. Just allow it to come through you and expand it through your own essence, blending it into any areas that your mind's eye takes you, or just express it through your vibration. Om Hayam, Om Hayam, Om Hayam, Om Hayam, Om Hayam, Hayam. essence going to the core of Gaia, as now she feels our expression and is smiling with her energy. You feel the joy, feel the beauty that she's extending, and great, great abundance in light, in joy, in body, in mind, in spirit, and it just runs through the entire globe, and it feels so peaceful. Allow it to come back into you, because now you are ready. You are ready to expand yourself into the higher level of your acceleration. And then you will allow that acceleration to de-ascend into the physical, so that the internalization of your divine feminine and masculine shall hold within your hearts as you feel the essence of your I am activating all words, all thoughts, all actions. Everything that you do is in the divine expression that you are. It is my divine pleasure to be here with you as Lord Buddha, and I look forward to each of your energies in the next week. We are the mirrors unto each other. Let us all rise as we can within the balance of the physical existence. In deep honor to your pathway of light. I am Lord Buddha.